It's definitely changed my view on how I live my life here and the nurse that I want to be and the person that I want to be.
I came back with a completely different perspective. All these little problems here that we think are huge, they're not.
As a student nurse, you really are building a profile for yourself, but you're also trying to make sense of the world that you're living in. It's not very often that you get given the opportunity to immerse yourself in another country to get a global perspective on what healthcare is. India have a really strong and developing country. There's lots of opportunity for us to learn from the way that they do things, and lots of opportunity for us to teach them about how we do things as well.
I was just wanting a new perspective of nursing and how I can better myself as a nurse.
I'm 41, never been overseas. I did include my 4 children in this decision, and they're like, yeah, go for it. What are you waiting for?
The New Colombo Plan is a government-funded grant. It's an opportunity for you to go and have an immersive experience in another country. The hours that they do over there are recognised as a clinical placement, just as they would be if you were doing a local placement here.
It was a bit of a culture shock as soon as we landed in Mumbai, especially the airport. We landed right next to a slum. Busy, smelly, heavily armed security guards at the airport were very confronting. It was definitely a shock for all of us.
We were all there to support each other. We got through it.
As someone that went over and didn't like flavour in food, it was definitely something that I had to adapt to really quickly, but it was something that has changed, I'm going to say, my life forever.
The Indian students that we collaborated with, they were so helpful, very proud to show us everything that they have.
Namaste, Australia! I'm glad we had a chance in exchanging our thoughts and experiences. We miss them so much!
The travel was definitely not what I expected, quite bumpy and windy. It was definitely exhausting and tiring, but the travel was an experience in itself.
We have a very community-minded focus for this placement. Aged care, paediatrics, children, the schooling system, also the primary healthcare centres where we see a lot of the real heavy lifting happening for the Indian healthcare system. It's a very community-minded country and they do it incredibly well.
I've worked in aged care for 15 years, so that was one thing I was really looking forward to.
We visited Shantai, which was called the Second Childhood, which is like an aged care home. It's a very community-minded aged care facility.
They live in dorms, like their normal houses over there. They all share one room together, so it's just like 20 beds in the one area, which to us, we first walked in there and we were quite shocked that they would still want to live like that.
There's incredible interaction with those residents and students, and our students got a chance to be a part of that, and there was dancing and singing and just so much laughter and joy. It was very moving.
It was such a nice part of their culture that they did share everything. Being able to go out and see the rural part of their little health hubs was something that really interested me, and how they adapt. So we visited a couple of their primary health centres, which were like our GP clinics. However, they were run by a lot of students that went out and helped.
So they look after each other. They don't have to go to a big hospital for a minor cut.
It definitely opened my eyes up to not look at what we don't have, instead of look at what we have and how we can use that in our lives with everything really, not just nursing based. Holiday was really fun to be a part of. It was definitely one of the best days that I had over there, and to be able to take part in such a special day for their community was really fun.
They danced, they sang. It was all day. From about 5 o'clock in the morning you could hear kids out in the street.
To be able to throw paint at each other and dance and just be a part of their culture was really special, and something that I'll definitely hold on to for the rest of my life. definitely need to be open to trying new things and just getting as much from the experience as possible and putting your hand up to give things a go.
You need to have an adventurous spirit, have the ability to be adaptable because culturally things are different.
I definitely think when I went over I was confident, but I definitely came back a lot more confident.
I think that it will deepen your relationships with other Indian nurses that you work with, but it may also give you a bit of a taste of global nursing and whether that's something for you and something that you'd like to pursue.
It's something that I would do again in a heartbeat.
I can guarantee you that you will learn an incredible amount about India. It will grow you as a professional, but also personally. You'll come back with a new mindset and a deep respect for them as a nation.
I just wanted to soak everything in. Wanted to meet people, learn things, see things, and we got to do it all in 3 weeks.